had an interesting conversation yesterday with Kalin Georgescu, who had, well, he was running for president in Romania, which borders Ukraine. And I've been to Romania several times. I was there right after Georgescu was running for president. Of course, there's a war going on in Ukraine now, and the United States and others wish to build a large NATO base there in Romania to further the war. And this is part, ultimately, of the greater Israel project. Whether people will admit it or not, that's just what it is. And or at least that's a huge component of it. And well, Mr. Georgescu doesn't want that base. And so now they're accusing him of being 14 or 15 days ago. And so this is all quite new, that the court threw out his election. And so this is a big deal for Romania, for Europe, for the United States, for Japan as well. If your courts can just throw out elections, use your imagination how that plays out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. With Kalin Georgescu, who's in Romania now, and there have been some very serious developments in Romania in regard to the recent election. So I want to step out of this and let Mr. Georgescu explain exactly what happened. This is very important for the United States, for Europe, and especially for Romania.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity to say to everybody what's happened. Beside that, all the media, international media, of course, is writing about this subject. But what's happening in Romania right now? The judge of the Constitutional Court still have the power to do justice to democracy in Romania. Otherwise, they will set an international precedent. And this is my point, as I said to you before, because it could be a precedent for everybody right now. This precedent is already analyzed today in the European Commission, which asked also for a statement from the Venice Commission. If democracy fails in front of the Constitutional Court, then in this case, any country leader will thus be able to extend his mandate in an immoral and illegitimate way. No one will trust European democracy anymore, and this is the problem. Democracy, what I want to say is democracy is going to be just a slogan, because in Romania, when 9 judges get to vote and decide for 19 million people, that is no longer a democracy. From that moment, it becomes actually a dictatorship. And this is a point which has happened today in Romania. We have experienced dictatorship in Europe before 1989, and we don't want to go back to those times. If Romanian democracy fails, the entire world democratic system is at risk. Why? Because Romania is part of European Union, part of NATO, and is one of the most important allies of the United States, as everybody knows, in Eastern Europe. If international community just stays indifferent and enjoys the horrible political show that is playing now in Romania, this will lead to an international legal precedent where a constitutional court will take the power of the votes from the people and give it always to the politicians. So the politician actually dictate to the 19 million people, and this is a problem. So that will be the end of democracy as we know it worldwide. You can imagine, Michael, that this could also happen in the United States, also can happen everywhere. So there is nothing to joke about it. Problem is very serious in Romania today. From the moment when the Constitutional Court decide, 9 people decide to stop the vote, to stop the election.
Any evidence or insight like Soros-funded NGO played a role in influencing this decision?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The evidence is from 1990. So in the first days after the revolution of 1989, the first person from abroad arrived in Romania was George Soros, who actually captured in the most, how I can say, manipulating system, all the let's say all the grassroots, yeah, to how I can say, to conduct the democracy to the interest of the very, how I can say, put in the corner, and the bigger.
Flooding Romania with so-called migrants and an invasion. Where are these so-called migrants coming from?
Particularly from Asia, right? It's a huge immigration which is coming in Romania. So the whole Europe is, how I can say, is under this attack, which you have to face today. So our culture is in danger, and of course, moreover, our Romanian people, they are working outside, which is terribly bad. It's jobs. It's absolutely the salaries that are
based there, which could obviously draw attack directly from Russia into Romania.
For the region had just one name. It has just one name. It's absolutely clear. And they have interest of the investment. We discuss about order to continue the war. Why? Because it's a huge banking interest behind. We discuss about billions and trillions, in fact, of dollars, which is not ours. It's not our business.
Yes, we were recently in